Growing up in Denham Springs, I didn't move here until 1984, even though I was born in Baton Rouge. But my father always spoke of being a Denham Springs Yellow Jacket and the history of the O'Neill family, with my grandfather being mayor. When I moved here, it was all I could think about. The colors were purple and gold, which matched LSU, and then my family's history. So I took a lot of pride, and I was very excited and always wanted to be a Yellow Jacket. I first became involved in athletics at Denham Springs High School my junior year. I went out for the football team. I was new in town, nervous, scared even, but everybody from the coaches to the players welcomed me in. This guy from the West, to be a part of the team, it really helped me transition into the community and into the South. Yeah, so growing up out west, I remember a baseball bat in the backyard hitting rocks because there wasn't a lot of grass in New Mexico and Arizona. But also playing football, throwing it up in the air and catching it myself, thinking I was scoring a touchdown, in the driveway, shooting the basketball, making the last shot. So athletics has always been a huge part of my life, starting in my youth, and to be able to come to Louisiana and to get into a program as big as Denham Springs High School and the history of the football program, and they were one of the elite when I moved here. Again, so excited to be involved in that and to make that team. I closed down my other business and concentrated everything when I was able to open Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill in 2010. Was because of my family. My grandfather was mayor in the 60s. He developed one of the first subdivisions. I think they said he was judge at one point, mayor at one point, chief of police at one point. The reason I and my family are big supporters of Denham Springs High School, it of course started because I graduated there. My family's history of my family members going there, and my daughters, two of my daughters went there, and just a love for the program. My business bounced around here and there, and I was fortunate to open it in 2010 in Denham Springs, which was a huge thing for me. And the first thing I did was reach out to the high school, and I wanted to be involved. I wanted to, have my sign by the scoreboard and all that. But then once I got involved in all the other sports and just the coaches and their, how thankful they were to help with their programs, we started giving. And then when you give, you receive. And when the community opened their heart and the school, and we kind of became a hub of some of their meetings and coaches meetings and player meetings. And we saw how it was a complete circle, that if we continued to give, we would continue to receive. And as our business grew, which was just a blessing, we affiliated that blessing with us giving to the high school and giving to the community. And so we continue to do it, and it's something that's heartfelt now, and we're so thankful that we are able to continue to be a part of Denham Springs High School by giving them as much help as we can. What I love about it is to see the people, to see friends that I went to school with. I've actually teachers and coaches, and it's kind of a once a month gathering to where you can catch up with some people. When people come in town that might not live here anymore, they'll try to come to the meeting. And it's just a good way to, just a good wholesome way to stay involved. And we take a lot of pride in that meeting, and we're very thankful that the meeting is held at Big Mike's. Having the Hall of Fame at Big Mike's has been tremendous. I love logging onto the camera and checking out the restaurant and looking on the Hall of Fame camera and seeing people in the Hall of Fame taking pictures. You might have a young child standing next to it, and I'm imagining he's standing next to his grandfather's picture or his dad's picture or an uncle's picture. To have the sign on the front of our restaurant and to be affiliated with the Denham Springs Hall of Fame is just something we take a lot of pride in. Again, it connects us not just with the high school, but with the community, which I think it's all connected together. Just the, like I say, the friendships that still today, to talk about games, to talk about touchdowns, to talk about Other sporting events, baseball state championship, my senior year, it was neat to be in the stands and go through that entire process. Having the business that we're able to help and donate to the school keeps me tied to it. It keeps me feeling like I'm still a part of it and helping out. And I hope that's something that I feel and am able to do for a very long time. What it means to me to be inducted into the Denham Springs Hall of Fame, I'm not sure I can find the words. When you think of Hall of Fame, you think of athlete. Was not a star athlete by any means. But again, this avenue, this restaurant, this community, this tie that we have with it gave me an avenue to be a part of it, to think that I'm being recognized for that, when it was never something that we thought about in giving to the school and doing what we do. To know that I'm being recognized, I think is a tribute to not just me, but my entire family. And I think it's a tribute to the community, because without the community patronizing our restaurant, then we wouldn't have the means to help the high school. So again, it all works together. People I would like to thank, of course, is my family. My wife, Jocelyn, when I approached her about opening a restaurant in Denham Springs, she had no ties here. And she was very skeptical and scared and nervous. But she backed me 100% and basically built this restaurant to what it is today. My children, it's a family-run place. My daughters have all worked there, still work there. All the community. Big Mike's is not me. Big Mike's is the community of Denham Springs. Big Mike's is the meetings that we have there and the people that come there. If you take me out of the picture and they still come, the restaurant still thrives. The community is everything to it. It makes us who we are. So I can't thank the community of Denham Springs and everybody involved that's ever stepped foot in Big Mike's. I thank the Hall of Fame committee for even considering what we do worthy enough to be into the Hall of Fame. Just representing the O'Neill name, knowing that it goes back decades, is very, very important to me. And I pray and hope that after I'm gone, that my children and my grandchildren, it would give me great pride to look down one day and see them celebrating a 60th or 70th year anniversary and the O'Neill name still having something to do with the community of Denham Springs. I've lived in Arizona, California, and New Mexico, and Denham Springs is home, and I couldn't imagine living anywhere else because of the people, the resiliency, the camaraderie, the care. I can't say enough about it.